Hello everyone, it's Tana. Welcome back to my channel and another video for the rabbit hole designs. So I'm going to show you the new release here. I have it all laid out for you. If you want to hear the sentiments and see these stamp set names, head on over to the Rabbit Hole Designs YouTube channel. I have another video over there showing a very cool clock card using the Lazy Summer stamp set. So you should go check that out after you're done here. For this video, we're going to create two one-layer watercolor Christmas cards. And I'm going to use both the Christmas Moosemas stamp set and the Christmas Sweets stamp set for that, with the holly berries and leaves from two different sets. I believe the Happy Holidays has a holly berry and leaves as well. One's smaller and one is larger. So I'm going to list all the Catherine Pooler inks I'm using for watercoloring on the screen there for you. This image was heat embossed and stamped on Arch's 100-pound, 110-pound cold press watercolor paper, 140-pound. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. I'm really bad with numbers. The other image, I did not heat emboss that after I stamped it, so it was a little bit harder to watercolor. So I'm going to tell you a story, because there's not much to explain while I'm coloring here. So our weekend, our 4th of July weekend, half of it was nice. Let's just say that. It rained all day Friday. All day. When I say all day, I mean all day. I woke up and it was raining. And I believe it was raining when I went to bed. I think there was a 2-hour break at 7 p.m. Yes. Have you ever been trapped inside of a camper with 7 people? Like, I couldn't even step outside of the door because we used to have a deck, but we took it down to move the camper across the back of the lot. And the new deck has not been built yet, and I also do not have an awning. The awning broke last year in September during a rainstorm, cracked right in the front, like bent it in half, filled with water, completely bent it and ruined it. Insurance covered it, and we have the new awning, but the new awning has not been put up yet. So if you're stepping out of the camper, you're stepping into a rainstorm. And there wasn't even like light rain. It was downpour rain the entire day. It didn't stop until 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock. And it wasn't even like you could enjoy warm weather while it was raining. It was cold. Like, it dropped 30 degrees overnight. Super cold. So here's my second panel here. I colored most of it off screen. Nobody wants to see me color 2 entire panels, so I did not show you me coloring the small images on the moose. And then I did the holly berries off screen here and the bunny. So for the holly berries, I used my darkest green, which I believe was Deck the Halls. And I did an outline around the inside of the holly leaf, down the vein in the center. And then I flicked my tiniest brush to make the little veins going outward. I don't know if holly leaves have those, but I like to do that with my leaves. And then I use a lighter shade of green to fill them in. And of course it's going to blend out some of the lines I made, but I guess that's the attraction of watercolor, is the way it looks when you're done. And because there was already red and green on this card, I went with brighter versions of both colors to color in the Christmas cookie that the bunny is riding. This bunny gets into a lot of adventure. Climbing out of a plum pudding, riding a Christmas cookie. I wish I had this bunny's life. I think it's more exciting than mine. So for this moose card, we're going to stamp out, I can't remember the name of it, guys. I mean, I'm staring at it, but my screen's so small. Moose Wonderful Time of the Year. I heat embossed that as well because I'm going to watercolor in the background. First, I did like an outline around my moose. I was trying to go with a halo effect because I knew the background was going to be like a snowy evening, or at least that's kind of what I wanted it to resemble. I don't know if I did the first layer of the halo too dark or not. Let me know what you think. Every time I watercolor, it's a learning experience. It's something I'm not very good at. So I just try to get better each time I do it. So here I added, at this point I noticed there was too many harsh lines in my background. So I had added a whole bunch of water across the back of the panel and then used it to spread my colors more naturally. And that seemed to work a lot better. So I'm happy with the way the background turned out once I did that. And then I made sure it was nice and dry, hit it with my heat gun, and then I also flattened that thing out with my very, very heavy old-fashioned iron for like an hour before I went any further. So here I'm going to mat both of these on cardstock. I chose a bright purple for this one to tie in the halo around the moose. And then I used pearlescent palm tree tonic cardstock for the Christmas sweets panel. And I forgot to cut the middle out of that. This killed me right here when I was doing the editing. Totally forgot about the middle of that one. And then I'm going to layer that palm tree cardstock onto ruby red mirrored cardstock from Tonic. And then for the moose card, I'm going to use a frame of Hollow Waves cardstock to mat the purple onto. And I like the way the Hollow Waves reflects the purple cardstock. I think it looks really pretty. Now I'm just going to add this panel here to a green card base. And while that's drying, we're going to add this panel to a white card base, but I popped this up on foam tape first as an added layer of stability because this one got super soaked with the background. Just wanted to make sure it stayed nice and flat. Added some glue to my foam tape, placed it on the card base. Now it's time to embellish a little bit. I'm going to use some of the snowflakes from the sequin set that came with this month's release. And then I'm going to use some from my stash, which are like clear iridescent snowflakes. I believe I picked these up at Hobby Lobby in one of those little round glass vials. And we're going to glue all these to the card. Now for the ones that came in the sequin bag, I used glue because I'm not quite sure what they are. They're not clay, but they're definitely not plastic. So I wanted to make sure they stayed on the card. And then for the clear iridescent snowflakes, I used glossy accents. And I tried to make it as random as I could with the snowflakes. And then for the Christmas Sweets card, I used 6 stars from the sequin mix. And that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to go over to the Rabbit Hole Designs YouTube channel and check out the video I have on the channel over there today. Don't forget to sign up for the Rabbit Hole Designs email so you can be aware of all the new releases and lots of inspiration. Don't forget to follow on Instagram as well. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.